Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red-Wolves and Ramparts. Today we are playing Dungeons & Dragons, and I thought that I would dress the part. Most importantly, I am joined here together by... Wait a minute, hold on, I'm not wearing the right costume. It doesn't work. There we go. It's not Dungeons & Dragons. It's not Dungeons & Dragons without a dragon, after all. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Red-Wolves and Ramparts. I'm Reace Barnett. I am your host and Dungeon Master. And joining me over on my right here is John. Say hi, John.
Hi.
Noah. Say hi, Noah.
Hi.
Jacey. Say hi, Jacey.
Hi, Jacey.
And Trey. Say hi, Trey.
Hi, Trey.
All right. Great job, everybody. So, this is our first session. Are we all excited?
Yeah.
So, really quickly, I'm going to run you guys through a little bit of a lore scenario, and then we'll get into it. So, welcome, first and foremost, to a land known as Substance. Within Substance, there are many different locations, but the one that we are going to be focusing on specifically is a place known as the Aftermath Wilds. Once a thriving continent where there were billions of people all spread out across it. But after an event known as the Day of Red Sun, it lies shattered into islands, vast oceans separating the remainders of it. And it is upon one of these islands, known as Vespana, specifically the Empire of Vespana, where all four of you work for a company known as Crowe. Crowe is a morally gray company. It specializes in anything between diapers and black market ammunitions. If they can sell anything, then they are probably going to be selling it. Each one of you have some form of role in Crowe, and while performing your duties, one day you are approached by a very mysterious man. One that you have met before, and his name is Randall. Randall is a grumpy, older gentleman who you have all seen around the office in one way, shape, or form, but you've never had an opportunity to talk to him. And having him just approach you one day and offer you all the chance for winning a vacation that you never signed up for, you just had to take him up on it. So that's where the four of you are, riding a boat out to the Cobalt Archipelago with Randall as your fundertainment manager. And that is where we will begin. As each of you arise from your slumber and step out onto the deck at various different times, not knowing each other at this point, you all take in the vast ocean surrounding you. Some of you have seen it before. Others, this is your first time being out in the middle of the ocean. And as you look upon the rising orange sun off in the distance and the crimson waves, all of it is suddenly interrupted by a clearing of the throat. Are we all awake? Good. As you already know, I am Randall. You see the creaky old man step from the helm of the ship, but not before longingly gazing at the captain's wheel, hoping that maybe he would have a turn at it. But sadly, it is currently manned. As he steps down the stairs leading onto the deck, he eyes each of you before finally coming forth in front of you. Remind me your names again. You there.
Oh.
Tiefling.
Yeah, my name's Vince, actually. You put me on this vacation. Do you not know my name?
I don't know any of your names except for Mr. Crowe's.
Oh.
So real quick, John, if you would like to give a description of your character.
Yeah, so Fincer is this, I don't know, magenta, I guess would be the word, tiefling. About 5'5", very, very skinny, like skin and bones, probably, 130 pounds soaking wet, right? Absolutely takes up as little space as he can, but has this weird kind of air about him, like he's hiding something. And he never quite looks people in the eye. He looks at you and he kind of looks to the side. He doesn't ever maintain eye contact with you for more than a couple seconds. He wears kind of this like adventurer's smock, like kind of like a stereotypical like Indiana Jones extra. Like he's got this explorer's garb with the silly little bucket hat type thing going on. He's got these two big goat horns as well that come out to the sides. So.
All right, thank you. He turns to the halfling. And you?
Well, I'm Timmble Filefinder.
Right. Unforgettable name. Noah, if you would like to describe Timmble.
Timmble Filefinder is a halfling cleric of Crowe wear. He is fitted in scale mail of the golden black of the brand. He also has a little name tag that's his holy symbol. He's got a mullet with a little headband thing and a handlebar mustache and these real circular glasses that are real tight, make his eyes look big.
Thank you. Right. You see the older man turn to you now. Mistress Crowe. Of course, you need no introduction. Would you like to introduce yourself, Jacey?
Sure. My character is Charolette Crowe. She's the granddaughter of the owner of Croweware. They are born from lightning dragons. Is that what? Mm-hmm. Blue dragon?
Blue dragons.
She presents herself as high and mighty and posh, but really she has a sweet spot somewhere. Who knows where?
All right. And lastly, he turns, still kind of looking in the same eye direction, but then he turns and looks up at the blue Dragonborn. You?
Althuk Brentrin. Al for short.
I will have to call you Al. I do not remember the rest of that. I'm older in years. Introduce yourself, Trey.
Althuk is a blue dragonborn fighter. He is just sort of the muscle of the company, hired on as just a guard. He is very big, almost 7 feet, with a horn central protruding out from his snout, as blue dragons are known to have. Mm-hmm. He has a cape on that once was probably a very well made cape, probably silk, but is super tattered now. And he has 2 scimitars at his hilt.
Nice. All right. After eyeing over your characters once more, he walks past you and sort of straightens up his back a little bit and turns around. I'm sure you've all guessed by now, but you're not on any simple vacation. For some of you, you were annoyances. Others, you were thorns in people's backs, and 1 or 2 of you are just unfortunately here due to circumstance. Sometimes you can't always just pick the cream of the crop to do your bidding. You have to scrape the barrel. Welcome to the bottom. We will all be arriving at the Cobalt Archipelago as soon as possible. And once there, I will arrange to have all of your luggage dropped off at the inn. And there, from whatever it is you want to do on your vacation, that is up to you. But know this, you are not going there without purpose. You are here on a mission to accomplish something that people who are much more capable than yourselves already failed at doing. The people of this small town in the Cobalt Archipelago have a cure to the disease that is plaguing our CEO. Your job is to find who has it and to acquire it by any means necessary. Murder, thievery, persuasion. If you fail to do this, there will be no boat back home, so to speak. And you will be left on this rock to live out the rest of your days. Any questions?
So, whenever you brought me on this journey, I did paperwork for a vacation, not for a mission. Especially one where it's okay to kill people. Do you have the forms on hand, or do I need to write them up myself?
I see which one was the thorn. No, I do not carry paperwork on me.
I'll get right on it. He pulls out a little scroll, like tears off a piece of paper and gets at it.
Any further questions?
How much are we getting paid for this?
You're getting paid by allowing to continue working for Crowe.
Question. Sorry, I might be missing something here, but aren't you like the granddaughter of the founder? Like, why? They're just going to leave you on this rock?
Don't worry about it.
Brutal family, I guess. I don't know.
So I went ahead and finished this. If you could sign right here, initial right here, and initial right here, and date it right here.
He takes it and looks over it. A pen, perhaps.
Of course. My bad. I'm sorry. Here you go.
Takes it.
And date it. I can do that. Thank you. Puts it in his filer.
I am so glad that you will probably be dying on this rock. There is no better fantasy that I could possibly have than to know that I will not have to hear your voice again.
I don't know how to take that, sir. But customer is always right.
Take it however you want. Now, I believe that is land. And as he says this and turns around, you see one of the sailors up on the in the crow's nest go, "Lando! Lando! Right over there. Cobalt Archipelago, landing in at least 15 to 20 minutes." And with that, the beginning of the end. Slowly, the ship begins to pull into Malport, the small, insignificant city in the Cobalt Archipelago. And there within Malport, landing at the dock, the sailors begin to slowly cart off all of your items, with Randall overseeing the entire operation.
Oh, just a question, Randall. Are they taking our stuff to like throw in the ocean, or are they going to put it like in an inn? Because I kind of
It'll be going to the inn.
Okay, I need some of that. Yeah.
No,
checking.
I would never dream of harming any possessions of yours. And as he says this, you see one of the sailors trip, one of the boxes that he was carrying just tumbles onto the port, and you see him like scramble to pick it up. Wasn't marked fragile. He just keeps walking by.
I think that was my typewriter.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You brought a typewriter.
Well, yeah, I can do it by hand, but it's much better whenever you can, really get at it.
You should have marked it fragile. I mean, I was up all night doing that.
I mean, I thought I don't know. I guess I missed one. Missed it.
Now, follow me. I will show you to your inn. As he begins to walk off from the docks and starts weaving through the city, you all sheepishly follow behind him, trying to follow his surprisingly jaunty pace for how old he looks. Moving through the town, you see very few people out and about. One or two people just standing, watching you move by, and a couple of kids run across, but as soon as they see new faces, begin to shirk away and run back to their parents. As you begin to move through this town, it is very apparent that you are not welcome here. You eventually reach the inn, as Randall points to the doorway. Your stuff will be arriving within the hour. I recommend buying rooms for the night.
Are they not provided?
I think you underestimate what exactly we are offering you here.
No.
Overestimate, I guess.
Perhaps.
Oh, I mean, I was assuming like paid vacation meant that they'd be paying for our vacation, but yeah, I'll stop talking now.
I wish you all the best of luck. Some more than others. But should you live through the experience and actually acquire the product, it will be a pleasant surprise. One that I am not expecting. Goodbye. And with that, he turns around and begins making his way back to the docks. Now, what do you do?
Okay, so since we're going to be working together, I did go ahead and write these up on the ship ride over. These are, puts down like a 30-page pamphlet for each of you. Got to sign these if I'm going to do any healing or spells to buff you in our journeys, just so you're aware. You can get them to me, I don't know, if we sleep in the morning, it's at your earliest convenience.
I'm probably just filling them out. I've done enough digs that were authorized by your department. I know how this goes.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You know, I probably signed some of your paperwork.
I bet you did. I think I remember you. You know, it's hard to forget. Oh, just starts filling through pages as I walk into the inn.
Althuk just puts it down in front of you. Nothing is signed.
Now this is going to be difficult, but I will sit down with you and help you with this.
You can try.
All right.
And then Althuk walks in.
So, 1 second here. I'm trying to pull up the name of the tavern here.
It's named.
Yes. Text is so small. There it is. So, as you all head inside, a bartender, Dragonborn himself, White, stands behind the bar. You see him sort of sit up in surprise, as it is midday and there aren't a lot of clientele that would be in for day drinking, and definitely not a lot of people here looking for inns, so most of them live on the island. You see him sit up. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the Black Sail Inn. How might I help you?
Oh, well, we're going to be needing rooms for the night. Do I have money? Like, start searching around for a wallet, for a coin pouch. Oh, no. I might not have packed any.
Surely I already have a reservation. I come from a very important family.
Okay. Make a persuasion check for me real quick. So, roll a d20, add your persuasion skill to it.
11, persuasion, 6.
Okay, so that's a 17? Okay, cool. As you say this, he kind of... Family? Which family?
Crowe. Of Croweware.
Ah, yes, of course, I've heard of them before. 1 second, I'll check the reservation logs. You see him get out this large pamphlet, sets it down on the bar and begins paging through it. Not on here, but I will get one ready for you immediately. Mrs. Crowe. As for the rest of you,
Yeah, how much is a room?
it's 1 gold a night.
Oh, yeah. How long are we supposed to be? Is this a week-long thing?
I wasn't told. I was just told to get on the ship. I don't know.
Do we have money?
I mean, I've got, here's a gold. Cover me.
He takes it. Thank you. It should be on your character sheets if you have any gold.
Okay.
Oh, might not.
Yes, I do. Okay. 1 gold per night.
Exactly.
We'll play it by ear. I hand him a gold.
Thank you.
It's kind of steep, but it's the only place to stay, so
That is why it is so steep. Not a lot of competition.
that makes sense business-wise.
We should start our own inn.
Probably shouldn't say that in front of who would be
I
the
would
competition.
prefer not if you wouldn't.
The gold over.
Thank you.
I hope we're only here a week. I can only do that for 10 days.
Very well. Your rooms are going to be right up the stairs over there, and here he takes out a key ring and begins slipping off a couple of keys. Is your key? Is your key? Is your key? Is your key? If you do not find your accommodations accommodable, then feel free to bring it up with me. I will do my best to make it as comfy as possible. And if you need any food or anything, I'm your man. Do you need any food or anything?
I mean, I would like food, but also, do you have any of those like noisemaker thingies for whenever you're sleeping?
Noisemaker.
Yeah, like I was gonna say sounds of the ocean, but that I guess that's kind of provided.
We don't have any sound stones here, no. My wife was actually telling me I should get some of those, but we don't get a lot of shipments in very often, and so I forgot to order them, and it's gonna be 3 months or so until a new boat comes in.
I understand.
So, usually I try to be that accommodable, but sound stones are very expensive.
Yeah, no, I have one at home. I just forgot to grab it. It's one of the big sizes, so it's kind of hard to travel with. But yeah, I love it.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes.
You brought a typewriter, but not a sandstone. Okay.
Yeah, what? It's a stone.
They're very big, and
It's like
especially the bigger
45
ones are
pounds.
very big as well.
It's a lot.
That's how they get longer sounds, is the bigger the rock.
It really fills the house, so I can sleep wherever I want.
Data storage in a rock.
Besides the sound stones, anything else? Because I do have work that I need to be
Oh,
getting.
please, get to your work.
All right,
I'm
thank
going to
you.
go up to my room and start sorting
Thank you
stuff
very
out.
All right. So John heads up to his room. You do too. All right.
Okay.
All of you go to check out the digs and the accommodations. As you open up the doors, they are this very puny one-bedroom room where there is a bed, a twin-sized bed off to the side, a desk, and a stool. And that's it. No windows, no bathrooms, just one bed.
How solid is the desk?
It's not awful. I mean, it's a little creaky if you try to move it back and forth, but it stands.
Okay.
So, as you kind of begin to look back and forth, you poke the bed, Lumpy. The sheets are a little stained and no pillow.
How big is the bed?
Like I said, it's a twin-sized bed,
Huh,
so
cool. My feet are gonna hang off. but
definitely.
Cool.
You might not even fit it width-wise, actually.
Cool.
So, as you are kind of looking about your bedroom, I want everyone, to make a perception check for me.
That tracks.
14.
14,
7.
7,
6.
6.
Also 14.
Okay, so these two are the perceptive ones. So,
Bold.
as you are poking about your room, suddenly you hear crowd voices. A lot of people speaking all at once. Distant, but close enough for you to be able to hear it. It's coming from outside. Some sort of gathering that wasn't there before.
Is there a window in my room?
No.
Is there a window in any of our rooms?
Yeah. Very scenic view of a wall.
Yeah, I mean, I'll set down what I was setting up probably, and then go down and check it out.
So as you wind your way down the hallway and down the stairs, you see the white Dragonborn is kind of up against the bars.
Hey, what's going on?
No idea. It was screaming, and then a bunch of people just circled around over there. I don't know what's going on.
I should probably go and get my coworkers. Runs up the stairs in full armor and little legs.
Coworkers. Okay. So
Crow workers.
as you back up the stairs, you come back into the hallway. You see these two. I assume you guys have your doors open. I mean, you could have them.
Althuk is asleep. Okay. He's like not fitting on
see
the bed at all, but
The
he's
door that Althuk would be at is just shut.
Althuk, something's going on.
Do I wake up?
Althuk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you're working on something, but please.
The shrill voice definitely wakes you up.
Oh, there's a commotion outside. I was gonna wake you guys up and check it out.
I feel like it's going to be the most interesting thing that happens today. All right. And I'll walk outside.
So, do you also go to see what he's talking about?
I guess I'll probably peek my head out because Charlotte was pacing very angrily around her room, just didn't have the energy to complain to anyone. He says, "What is going on?"
There's a commotion outside, and I thought we should check it out.
That's not my problem.
Honestly, fair. But I feel like, if we're going to be the best coworker team possible and get A rank for the monthly evaluations, we should really be together.
If it will make you stop talking, I will go check it out.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that, all four of you begin to clamber your way down the tavern stairs and eventually make your way outside. And you see there's this ring of probably about 20 or 30 people all gathered in this circle, and you see clamoring and people kind of looking around, shocked faces. You see a couple of them. Any of you a doctor?
I'm a clerical worker.
Get over here, quick. As you wander in, you have to kind of push and shove your way through because it's just a bunch of, you being short, it's just a bunch of butts in your face as you're just moving through the legs. And you, as you get to the center of it, you see there's this woman that's laid out on the ground and a man wearing white robes kind of bent over her. You see that he has some sort of spell going on over her, but she has her hand clasped at her neck and spurts of blood keep leaking through.
Okay. Is she's very much still alive?
Yes, she is screaming currently.
Oh. I'm sorry. Cure wounds.
As you place your hands on the neck, the blood stops spurting, but as you see her take her hand away, necrosis in the wound already has begun to set in. Black veins begin to creep off from the wound up into her face. Make a medicine check for me.
Should be pretty good. Medicine. That is a 18.
As you're looking over the wound, surely Cure Wounds should have fixed this, but as you look closer at it, it's some kind of venom that's been put into the wound. It's spreading throughout the body at this point in time, and it's beginning to move through.
Do I have anything for this? Oh no.
The person in the white robes kind of looks up to you. What did you just do? How did you cast that?
One second. Lesser restoration.
As you hold your hand over and the light begins to spread throughout your fingertips, you see slowly the black veins begin to pull back and the wound begins to shut. And you see the face of the woman finally begin to ease out of pain. She kind of opens her eyes slowly at you. Thank you.
No problem. I will, whenever you're done, I'm sure you're in shock right now, don't worry. Whenever you're done, I will need you to meet with me and sign a couple things.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You see the person in the robes kind of looks over at you. How? How did you do that?
So I work for a company called Crowe, and my family's been in this company for a very long time, so much so. We have a real devotion to the company, you could say, and we started just getting...
No. Don't care about the semantics of it. What spell was that? How did you cast that?
That was lesser restoration. It's I don't know, on the lower end of spells, but it's just above kind of your baseline spells.
I don't know that one.
I mean,
I was trying to heal with my innate abilities, but it wasn't enough, I'm afraid. But you managed to step in. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I'm not just going to let someone... Does she look like kind of okay now?
Yeah, she's kind of like shaken at this point. But
I give a general cure wounds form and a general lesser restoration form. Like, if you could just sign, here's a pen. It's just what I do.
She slowly begins to scribble on it. You see, the man in the white robes kind of wipes his brow and he's, all right.
You a healer or something? Sorry, don't mean to cut in on this beautiful moment, but
as the crowds like sees that she's okay, they begin to slowly like disperse. Not before like checking on her, but they begin to move slowly away. And as you do, you have a chance to kind of move up. An attempted healer, yes.
oh, so like you're a healer, but you never healed anyone? Is that what it is? I'm sorry, I just don't get the semantics of it.
I'm with the Church of the Broken Slab, which we are more of a preparing people for the grave type.
Oh,
clergy.
so you're like a funeral service.
Yes.
Love it. I love funeral services. They always leave so much behind. So just
That's an odd way of putting it, but yes.
Sorry, my name's Honesteen. I am a cultural anthropologist and archaeologist, and I am here with my cohorts looking for what you might call a medicinal property of some kind. We're actually looking, there's a strange disease afflicting a couple of our proprietors back home. We're looking for some way to end that.
Okay. First of all, my name's Rain.
Lovely to meet you. Sorry, didn't mean to go all business
It's all right. This whole business has got me shaken.
Rain like the weather, or?
Rain, R-A-I-N-E.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Sort of.
Gotcha.
Not quite.
Rainy. But rain.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey, look, it's been a long day. You just had a dying woman in your arms. How about I buy you a drink? We talk about this, yeah?
Oh, I don't drink.
Oh,
but
you don't drink?
It's against the order of...
Sorry, I'm real busy with work and all that. I don't really get the religious types, but I'm all for abstinence. It's great for the colon, yeah.
Yes, perhaps. I do it more for a faith reason than a physical reason, but...
That's good too. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry. Who are you all? You just introduced yourself, but
yeah.
you just came out of nowhere and...
My name is Timmble Filefinder.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you, Filefinder. And surely there's something that I can help you all with at some point finding this medicine, but I need to go lie down for a little bit.
Oh.
I feel irpy a little bit, so I think I might go back to the temple. But if in a little bit you want to stop by, we can talk more about what you just did, and maybe you could teach me something.
Where is the temple exactly? Sorry.
Center of the city. You basically, if you just walk middle of the town, it's known as the Survivor Sanctuary. Everyone is welcome. We host funeral services, embalmings. If any of you want to secure your way after death, that is an option. For only small fee, we can guarantee that we will find your body and give it a proper burial. We have spells for locating corpses. All that we require is that you swallow a small coin, and we find that.
Yeah, I mean, we're business people. We understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially with this one. Yeah.
Yes.
No offense.
Granddad told me to keep one in my cheek.
Yeah.
Do you have a coin in your cheek right now?
Would it be weird if I did?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
but
I do not.
All right.
Well, I think it's great.
It's honorable, is what it is. It allows those who need to find your corpse to find it.
Of course. Go back in there. Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to go vomit now.
Oh.
Toodaloo. And with that, he sort of ducks away and heads back towards the temple that he pointed at. And with that, we're going to end session 1, and then we'll get started on session 2 real quick. So, thank you all for joining us for this first episode, and join us again for episode 2, where we will continue this train of chaos that we have started. Goodbye.